Alright, Aries, I'm going to do your monthly reading for March. I'm going to do a classic cross spread. Okay, so you in the reading are going to be the Eight of Pentacles here. So that really means that something that you work on has become a real mastery for you. That you have lots of skill that you work with and that you have lots to show for it. So that's a really positive sign for something that you've been working on, because it's Pentacles. I would say it's more in the physical realm, so that could be something to do with your resources, that could be something to do with your day job, something like that, that you're really putting in the work and seeing the fruits of. The crossing energy you've got is the Eight of Cups. So that really means that you are moving away from something. So that could be something, because you have this double eight, that could be something that has to do with what you're working on. Maybe you have built the skills, but you can see through building the skills that, oh, the next thing is over here. It's not quite this. Maybe I need to refocus my energies in this other direction I see in the on the horizon. And this crossing energy is really that pull and that feeling that, like, oh, there's something else for me. Even though I'm, working on something and it's working out, I feel a pull somewhere else. So your focus energy is the King of Wands. So really that means to me that this pull into something new has a lot to do with something that you're passionate about. So maybe the Eight of Pentacles thing that you're working on is something that was more of a situational thing that, worked out, but you've got your eyes on something that is much more in line with what your personal passions are, and maybe what your, bigger, wider dreams are of what you want to pursue. So that's what you're focused on. As far as your subconscious, you've got the Fool. So that might mean that this feels pretty risky, this thing that you are passionate about doing. But because you have that King of Wands, I really think that you have the mastery and the confidence and the ability to work through it, but it still feels in your subconscious that maybe this is like stepping out a little bit, as far as like maybe it's might look from the outside that it's a little bit risky. But with the Fool, it's all about trust. It's all about being able to feel like you're doing a new thing, and that heightened sense of butterflies in your stomach about it can really help you confirm that this will take you in a new direction. This will not be you repeating an old pattern. This won't be you, settling. It will be you working through something new. As far as your past energy is the Lovers. So this has a lot to do with in the setup to this, you really have learned a lot about yourself and about your choices. I would say that probably has to do with that Eight of Pentacles situation that you found yourself in, that you've developed skills around. But with the Lovers, you have worked on understanding what decisions you made to get there, what choices you participated in that have affected your overall situation, and kind of being able to see those choices can help you see, how do I want to further align myself to what my values are in those choices as I move forward. Your future that you're moving into is 10 of Cups. Beautiful future to move into. I really think that moving from an 8 of Cups crossing situation into a 10 of Cups future is really beautiful, and knowing that taking this crossing energy of feeling like you need to move on into something new, that's going to take you into a really beautiful place, and that drive and feeling that you need to move on is not going to be in vain. So your overall attitude toward the situation is this Ace of Pentacles. So really what you might be too focused on is that situational thing from the 8 of Pentacles that you built these skills up toward. It feels like you might think that changing your direction from continuing that feels like you're doing a brand new, you're starting from scratch, but might not feel like in a good way, in a kind of like a, I have to start all over again kind of way. But just looking at this progression, you go from Ace of Pentacles into 7 of Pentacles as far as your surrounding energies of people around you. I would say that 7 of Pentacles is really people being able to see that this, situation that you were working in are looking to maybe get out of, that you might be a little disappointed with it, that it's not your full potential, it's not what you want, that it's just not the thing. It's fine, but it's not the thing for you. But then seeing the progression up into what your hopes and fears could be, that 10 of Pentacles really shows me that a hope for you is that you can move from sticking in that 7, 8 of Pentacles area of like making it work, really into the 10 of Pentacles, which is like a true achievement of the physical goal of what you're looking for as far as your own ideals of what you want in your lifestyle or in your community group around you, what kind of like ideals you have as far as like, this is the dream that I'm working towards, this is the dream that I want around me in my home life, in my social life, this is the ideal for me. And then your overall outcome possible is the Ace of Wands. So really, I think that has a lot to do with this King of Wands focus that you may have previously been in this like Pentacles mindset, that it's all about, either storing up the bank account enough that you can have what you want, or, grinding through a job that isn't your ideal to get what you want. But really, that King of Wands, Ace of Wands combo really speaks to me that that practicality needs to be married with passion too, and that subconscious Fool is really pushing you to recognize where those two paths can meet and where you can move through into something that combines those in some capacity. And that being the Ace is really about like, this is a new thing for you. This is a really exciting start, that you can marry the Wand with the Pentacle and do something that truly has your passion and your progress together. We're going to look at the bottom of the deck just to see another eventuality, possible outcome is the King of Swords. So I really like that as moving through these practical situations to really sit in your authority of knowing what your truth is about the situation and really being able to combine old ideas of what you thought success were into this new idea of understanding that your passions can be infused into that practical building into success, and that knowing that that is your truth. I'm going to do 3 cards as just a final clarifier for that outcome, just to see if there are any other possibilities that could be showing up. Got the 6 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. So to me, this really points to, with 2 2s, it's going to be about that exciting juggling time of moving into like, okay, so how am I going to do this? How am I going to make this work? And what's really exciting is I think having this King of Swords at the end of that tunnel and Ace moving into 2s, you've got that path available to you, and it's opening, not only in Earth, but in Cups too. So this is really rounding out that 10 of Cups future of being able to incorporate really a lot of areas in your life into this new pursuit. So I would say that 8 of Cups crossing energy, I would roll with it. I don't think it's walking away from something so much as being able to see your path on the horizon and knowing that you need to move your feet to get there.